What's going on, gamers? And today I have a new piece for you. Today I decided to do more of like an original kind of character. This isn't any like to make it super dazzling or be super creative. The whole idea of making this character was just kind of changing my style up again. I know I said that in the last video that I was changing up my style, and I have, and I'm definitely bringing that into this. But if you ever notice while I'm making the characters, I always start with the head first and then I expand my canvas out. That tends to lead to having a larger head character, making the character and then expanding the canvas, and then canvas is kind of wrapped around the head. It's a little bit weird, and it's kind of harder to do, kind of for me at least. So I decided to starting with the head. Necessarily I'm gonna make the canvas where I want it to be, kind of how large I want the character to be, and then I'm gonna make the head inside of that kind of space, which I'm doing here. I'm just kind of shading around and stuff. This is a lot smaller head than I'm usually used to. I always start with a 128 by 128 canvas size, make a circle roughly about most of the size of that canvas, and then make the head shape out of that. So this is actually about half of that size, but still fits within the range of the canvas that I normally use. So I'm kind of having the same body, but now I'm squishing the head down a whole lot, which I think kind of makes it a lot less cartoony. I'm also, if you can see, I'm adding a floor shadow just to kind of see where my legs need to go. I picked this up the other day, and I'm kind of trying it out to see how it works, and to see if I can kind of use it. It seemed to work pretty decent. Again, I'm not very good at legs and feet. I'm really bad at them. 90% of my art I've done just kind of upper body up. So anything lower than waist is really new territory for me, but I picked up a few things here and there, and we'll get better with time. This isn't about the lower half. This is more just kind of having a dynamic kind of pose that looks right, and everything kind of looks well proportioned. This was the whole goal, and I think I kind of smashed it, honestly. The shading in the leg area at the end, you'll see, is okay. It's not great. It's not terrible. It's another thing I need to work on. Other than that, I thought the pose that I did was pretty good. The shading in the upper torso area was pretty good, and also the face, the position with the hair and stuff like that. I thought that was all pretty decent. I see kind of where I'm liking how I'm kind of liking things in my workflow. I'm seeing kind of what I like to do, and I'm kind of figuring out my style just a little bit more. This is what this kind of month, I'm into the 6th month now. Well, I just finished my 5 months, so I'm working on my 6th month of doing art. So now I'm really kind of just hone in on what kind of style. Like, I'm taking a lot of inspiration from other artists, and I'm kind of seeing where that can take me. But yeah, I just decided, hey, let's kind of add a little muscle here and there, and just a little bit of detail. I want to see if I can make a nice striking pose, well proportioned. That was the whole goal, and I think I kind of hit it. Yeah, I've also been using a purplish palette. I don't know if you guys have seen my other videos, but I've been kind of on the purple grind lately. I've been loving purple, don't know why, just kind of my jam. So I'm probably gonna use my purple palette for a lot longer. We'll see kind of how it goes, but I've been liking purple and black. I think for the next piece, I'm gonna, since I kind of have that confidence now, I'm gonna do something a little bit more striking, a little bit more fun. But I kind of wanted a break kind of day, get everything to where I like it, and test out a few things, and I think it went really well. As you can see, I'm getting pretty decent at filling out the shades of certain areas. The lower torso again needs work, but I think the upper body is starting to get kind of a lot better, and I'm kind of figuring out how I like to do the hair. I've changed how I do hair so much. I've gone from super high detailed hair, and I've kind of morphed that and taking small bits from person to person. I now kind of like just making a round kind of outline. I like to make one area where the light is hitting, kind of like a triangle kind of shade. As you'll see, I'll pop up a large image of her face just to kind of show you what's going on. But yeah, I generally like to kind of have the triangular starting from a large shine to a softer smaller shine on one side, and then I do, for the hair, I like to do just 3 to 4 shades, going from, depending on where the light's hitting and depending on how I'm kind of feeling. I usually go from light at the bottom to kind of darker to indicate that that darkness is kind of ramping up as we're going closer to the head. And I kind of just do just kind of wild strokes and then fill it in, and then I'll go back in later and just stroke everything out again one more time. Just doing like really weird kind of patterns, and I kind of like how it looks. At the end you'll kind of see what I'm talking about. But yeah, that's kind of my workflow right now. It's just I'll start from the head, get the hair, draw my newfound center line, figure out kind of where the feet are going to be placed, and make the pose, and then kind of shade it up, and away we go. Again, next time I'm going to try something a little bit harder, a little bit more difficult, and something that's going to take a lot more effort. This took a lot of effort because I'm not very good, and taking my time and doing this it takes a few hours to do. But I think I'm ready to do kind of a heavy project. It might take a day or two. I'll give it my best. I'm not sure what I want to do yet, but I'll come up with some concepts. But I want to start now that I have my posing down ish. The full body proportions kind of where I like it, and I have the confidence that I can kind of do what I kind of want when I want. Now I'm gonna try and go a little bit deeper and do something a lot more dynamic and a lot more eye-catching. That's kind of the end goal. But anyways, yeah, I've been kind of yapping for a long time. If you guys have any kind of suggestions on characters you'd like me to do, I mean, feel free to comment down below. I'd love to hear suggestions, or if you got any suggestions on how I do my overall workflow or art, I'd love to hear kind of your opinion on it. I'm trying to take advice when I can get it. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and if you haven't checked out my Twitter already, give it a shot, give it a follow if you can, as I post all my previews and my actual art there, as well as maybe drop a like and follow on my YouTube if you want to. I try to post every day or every second day, depending on when I can get my art actually done. I have a planning video. I am planning to make a month update of all the art that I've done for the last 30 or so days. Just kind of updating my skills. I haven't shown you guys nearly, like, I've shown you guys maybe 1/30th of how much art I've actually done and how much progress I've actually made. So if you're interested in that, keep a lookout. Maybe hit the sub button. You'll be able to see that when it comes out. I'll try working on it here soon. Anyways, have you guys a great day, and I'll catch you in the next one.
you think of that time?